Father, don't use a trite. Father who loves us and named us well, Aquata and Trina, Arista, Tina, Stella, and the babies think I'm used to her musical debut. Our sentimental sister representing her to you. To sing the songs of Pastor Fruit, her voice is like a bell. She's our sister,
Ariel!
Ariel! Oh, Flounder, have you ever seen anything so wonderful in your entire life? Whoa! Cool! How do I look?
Ariel,
Daddy!
what's that you're hiding? No, you went up to the surface again, didn't you? Didn't you?
Daddy, I'm 16 years old and not a child.
Don't you take that tone of voice with me, young lady. As long as you live under my ocean, you'll obey my rules.
But you would just listen.
I am never to hear of you going to the surface again. Is that clear?
If only I could make him understand. I just don't see things the way he does. I just don't see how a world that makes such wonderful things could be bad. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos, a plan. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of them.
Hey there, boy. Yeah, I know. I just had to escape all that marriage talk. It's just... I just haven't met the right girl yet. Believe me, Max. She's out there somewhere. I just know. Okay, boy. Hey, wait up!
I don't know when, I don't know how, but I know something's starting right now. Something will be part of you.
What is all this?
It's my collection.
Oh, your collection. Have you lost your mind? Arwen, listen to me. The human world, it's a mess. Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there. Ha! Oh no! The seaweed is always greener. It's somebody else's lake.
It's real about going up.
No, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things surround you. What more is you looking for? Under the sea, under the sea. Darling, it's bitter, don't wear it winter. Take it from me. They work all day, they slave away, while we devoted full time to pollution under the sea. And then we lay the fruit, the cow lady out, Prince play the bass, and they sound in shop. Oh, the bass play the brass, and the jump play the drum, and so that blowfish blow. Tell me, what is better than all this?
Oh, Sebastian, you don't understand.
Trust me, everything you need is right here under the sea. Oh! Oh! Big finish! Under the sea! When there's a there's music to see. What do they got? A last dance. We got a hot station band. Little crowd, you know how to jam you under the sea. Each little slug, you catch it or run here under the sea. Each little snail, you know how to win here. That's why it's hotter under the water. Now we in luck here, down in the back here under the sea. Oh man!
How delicious. Daddy's little princess wants to be with the humans. It looks like Triton has a weakness after all. Flotsam, Jetsam, bring her to me. Poor child, poor sweet child. Ursula can help you. Ursula can make all your dreams come true.
The sea witch?
Now, Angel Finch, you're here because you want to be with the humans. Find your prince, fall in love. Well, the solution to your problem is quite simple. Become a human yourself.
Can you do that?
Oh, my dear sweet child, that's what I do. It's what I live for. I'll make a potion that will turn you into a human for 3 days. Before the sun sets on the 3rd day, you've got to get dear old Princey to kiss you. Not just any kiss, the kiss of true love. If you do that, you'll remain human permanently. But if you don't, you'll turn back into a mermaid, and you will belong to me.
If I become human, I'll never be with my father or sisters again.
That's right. But you'll have your dream. Life's full of tough choices, isn't it? Oh, there is one more thing, sweet cakes. No more talking, singing, zip.
But without my voice, how can I?
You'll have your looks, your pretty face. And don't underestimate underestimate the importance of body language. Come on, you poor unfortunate soul! Go ahead, make your choice. I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. You poor unfortunate soul! It's sad, but true. If you want to cross a bridge by speed, you've got to pay the toll. Take a good breath, take a breath, and go ahead and sign the scroll. Jackson, now I got it, boys. The boss moves on. This poor unfortunate Beluga sniff rule upon winds of the cosmic sea. Princess now scientists and max laryngitis, now torture to me. Now sing. Keep singing.
What's your name? What is it? You can't speak. That's okay. I'm Eric.
Has he kissed her yet?
No, and there's only one day left. You want something done? You've got to do it yourself. First, we've got to create the mood. Percussion. String. Wind. Words. Yeah, you see her sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her. And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You wanna kiss the girl.
Did you hear something?
Yes, you want her. Look at her, you know you do. Possible she wants you to. There is one way to ask her. It don't take a word, not a single word. Go on and kiss the girl. Sing it now. Sha la 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 la, my oh my. Look like the boy too shy. Gonna kiss the girl. Sha la 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 la, ain't that sad? Ain't it a shame too bad? You gonna miss the girl.
You know, I feel really bad not knowing your name. Maybe I can guess. Is it Mildred? Okay. Now, how about Diana? Rachel?
Ariel. Her name is Ariel.
Ariel? Ariel? That's kind of pretty. Okay,
You got to kiss the girl. Go on and kiss the girl.
That was a close one. Too close. At this rate, he'll be kissing her by sunset for sure. Well, it's time Ursula took matters into her own tender court. Triton's daughter will be mine.
give to live where you are? What would I pay to stay here beside you? What would I do to see you smiling at me?
She really does love him, doesn't she, Sebastian?
It's like I always say, Your Majesty. Children got to be free to live their own lives.
Well, then I guess there's just one problem left.
And what's that, Your Majesty?
How much I'm going to miss her. Ariel,
Daddy,
I'm sorry you had to lose your voice in order for me to hear you.
I love you, Daddy. Eric!
Gentle Mermaid, on behalf of King Triton, we thank you for honoring us with your presence at today's musical performance. Now please take all young children by the hand and swing toward the exit.
Good morning, everyone. Good way to start off a Saturday broadcast with a few bubbles and the story of the Little Mermaid. I saw this version of the show not long after it came out, but I'm still impressed with how the design combines together projections and puppets and live actors. Really comes together well. And probably saves money for Disney having to pay for so many people. Melissa, good morning to you. Asking for a pin plug. I like the way you think. Melissa, you win the award of my undying appreciation for prompting the shameless plug for the Pin Club. You or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Susan, good morning to you. Hi, Greg in Seattle. Thanks for spending some of your early Saturday morning with me. Lori, good morning. Jody's a fan of the show. John, thanks for putting that link to the World of Walt store in the comments. worldofwaltstore.com. Donna, hello to you in Chicago. Ginny from dreary Rochester, New York. I'm happy to send you some Florida sunshine. 73 degrees here on the way up to 82. A beautiful January Saturday here in Central Florida. Bruce, good morning to you on YouTube. Karen says, construction walls for the animation courtyard. Yes, so the Star Wars launch bay is no more, and Disney is working to install an animation experience in that facility, kind of going back to what it was when the park originally opened, although it's not going to be a working animation studio anymore, but it will have opportunities for you to sort of step into the world of animation. Should be fun. And the sort of symbol of that facility is going to be the Sorcerer Mickey hat. So the hat is coming back to Hollywood Studios, just in a different way, in a different place. Ellen, good morning to you. Also dreary in New Jersey. Mitchell, hello to you, says animation experience will be fun. Looking forward to it. So maybe we'll sneak in here to the Walt Disney Presents experience. We won't probably stay for the show at the end, but it's always fun to walk through and see what's going on in here. Always very fun here at the entrance to see these pictures of Walt and his planning for the Florida project. Gary says, can't wait to be here. Mitchell's a fan of this area. I always think these pictures of Walt being involved in the creative process are a lot of fun too. Karen's a big fan of Walt Disney Presents. Belkis, good morning to you. Bruce says the hat is back. Different way, but still fun. These are really just terrific photos through all different stages of Walt's career and life. Terry says, loves walking through here. Mary said did it at Christmas time. 3 shorts were a lot of fun. It's like Walt here at Fantasyland at Disneyland in California. Marceline, Missouri, population 3,820. Looks a lot like Main Street, USA. Karen says, keep the Walt in Walt Disney World. Dr. Tom's Health Food, Peaks Hotel, Drug Company, Main Street, USA, Disneyland, 1954 from the Walt Disney Imagineering Collection. Harriet Burns was one of the artists who put this together. She's quite famous in Disney employee history. Walt begins drawing way back in 1915 as a teenager. Certainly did a lot better with his teenage drawings than I did. Stalver says, finds it funny that they photoshopped the cigarettes out of some of the photos. His comment on YouTube, yes, it was a different time back then. My mom, who grew up closer to that era, always liked to tell the story, especially to doctors. The doctors encouraged her to take up smoking to help with her nerves. And interesting, I was speaking to a doctor recently who said there is some truth to that I guess nicotine does have some positive effects on the body. I'm not a doctor. Probably don't get that story fully correct. And the delivery through smoking may not be the best way to do it, but that chemical itself, I guess, has some medical benefits. So very interesting. A Symphony of Color, 1935. Disney's 1932 Silly Symphony Flowers and Trees introduced color to animation, but it was the 1935 short, the band concert, that brought Mickey into the full spectrum of Technicolor. Very fun. Carol said Walt had a great imagination. Very true. This, I think, is an amazing item in the collection here at the Walt Disney Presents. It's the Dancing Man prototype figure. It says, performer Buddy Ebsen was filmed against a background grid as a reference for programming the movements of this early dimensional animated figure. Walt Disney built the elaborate opera house set himself, guided by designs from animator Ken Anderson. So the very beginning of animatronics right here, and you can see Walt's personal handcrafted work in this piece. Very amazing. Tammy says, so much talent. Very true. True Life Adventures in 1948. Stories from Nature. It says Walt always believed that the best way to educate was to entertain at the same time. And over here we have the model of Disneyland. Very nice. Sleeping Beauty Castle 1954, a reproduction of the original model of Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty Castle. Original was built by Imagineer Fred Jorger, don't know if I'm getting that name right, in 1954, and that one is currently on display in Disneyland. Diane says, say hi to Mark, he met me last year. So hi Mark, nice to see you, or nice to hear from you again, appreciate your being here. Magic made real. As legend goes, Walt was sitting on a park bench watching his daughters play when he first came up with the idea for Disneyland. Arlene says the exhibit is a national treasure. Ooh, Tanya's got cold and snow. We'll get you some Disney fun. We'll get you some warmer weather here. Florida style, courtesy of YouTube. So this is the area where long ago Walt's office was on display, but now we've got this humongous model of Disneyland USA. It's beautifully done and huge. You can see down here at the bottom the ticket entrance, and all those little dots are people. See Main Street going down the center. Over on the left, a very extensive jungle cruise. The steamboat at the top left. We got the hub and the castle as we go up, and Fantasyland towards the top. Tomorrowland off to the right. Beautifully done. Shane, good morning in Bermuda. I'm doing well, Shane. Thank you for being here. Joanne says, loves hearing Walt's voice describing his dreams. That's one of the great things about One Man's Dream, the movie that plays on and off at the end of this attraction, is that they used words from Walt himself. Disney's California Adventure in February of 2001, a new theme park debuted next door to the original Disneyland. Once just a parking lot, it's now the home to Disney California Adventure. Fun park, great show there at Nighttime Spectacular. I have to say, it's been many years since I saw Fantasmic at Disneyland, but I like that version better. Just because it has the original steamship. Castle's beautiful. New Disney Worlds in China. Cinderella Castle model, the spires soar 171 feet. Architectural scale models allow the Imagineers to visualize the finished product long before construction begins. Very cool.
Well, if you angle his head actually and hold your phone over here, you can actually put it
The Eras Tour costumes from Taylor Swift. I think this has been a popular thing to see. Buster's late, but good morning to you. Happy you can be here. And some of what is coming up in Walt Disney Imagineering Presents. So Monstropolis, definitely looking forward to the opening of this new area at Disney's Hollywood Studios with the suspended door coaster. I think that's going to be a ton of fun. Currently under construction right now. And Tropical Americas at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Dinoland USA is gone to Yesterland, but going to have several great attractions here. Looking forward to seeing them. Two huge projects going on, with a third one over on the right. Disney Presents the Santa Claus. I remember this movie. Bernard the Elf. Tim Allen. Very fun. Judy the Elf. It's going to be shutting down, I believe, at the end of February. Taylor Swift.
I think she would laugh about it.
Where's some flashy stuff? Joey, good morning to you. Bonnie says everybody who comes to Disney World should see a little bit of Walt Disney Presents. I think it's great that Disney does pay tribute to the people who made all of this come together, and especially Walt. Robert said the Skyliner's down later this month. I do think that early in the year is a time when Disney does do a lot of maintenance. Jackie, good morning to you. Nice to see you. So it's been a great Saturday morning so far. Beautiful weather, 76 degrees on the way up to 82. It was nice being able to see the Little Mermaid presentation here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, recently refreshed and very colorful, very fun. A little stroll through Walt Disney Presents. Now we'll go outside and check out a little bit of what's happening out here. John says down to 5 days. Buster, 85 days to go, arriving on Easter Sunday. It's hard to imagine a countdown that includes Easter. My goodness, spring is going to be here before we know it, but we got a few months to get through of winter time. Actually, winter time here in Florida is one of the best times. Just beautiful, beautiful weather. I think it's going to go down and be a little bit colder late on Sunday, but right now, it's nice. Terry, good morning to you. Thank you so much for sharing the broadcast. Really appreciate that. It's a great way to get the word out and a big encouragement to me, so thank you very much. Melissa said, springtime surprise weekend. Looking forward to it. Should be fun. Tracy, it is a gorgeous day here. Let's take a little stroll through Toy Story Land. Make our way back through Galaxy's Edge and towards the front of the park. Kathy, good morning. Karen says they make a big deal out of Easter and spring at Tokyo. It's interesting. One of these days I might get to the Tokyo parks. I've actually been talking to some folks about that very idea, so might happen. Would be a lot of fun. Especially interested in seeing Disney Seas. Nothing quite like it. Tanya says crowded. Belkis also says busy. There's, I think, a decent crowd here. My 2 checkpoints on crowd levels coming in from the parking toll booths wasn't bad. Had to wait a couple of minutes. The tap styles getting into the park also just a minute or 2, not bad. But I do think that where many years ago, post-Christmas used to be a really quiet time, now with the races here, much busier. Definitely much busier. See a lot of folks with race shirts on. Oh, someone said hello to Topher. Topher, I hope you had a wonderful race. He is racing to the airport as soon as the race was done. He might be on the way there right now to help with some game calling activities. He's got a busy weekend. Missy, 75 days to go before a Disney Wish cruise. Good for you. I'm counting down the number of days till September and my trip on the Disney Treasure. Phil says, isn't there a new quick service in Toy Story Land? There is, and it's actually right in front of us, well, on the other side of the restrooms here. It's more like a snack location, I would say, where they've got some pizza rolls. We'll take a little peek. Janet's a Slinky Dog fan. You know, it has been a while since I've been on Slinky Dog. The wait times for getting on that attraction are kind of rough for me. It's very hard to get a lightning lane reservation, especially as a pass holder and a local not staying in the Disney resort. So I think many of those slots go to people who can book further in advance. Michael says, do we have a lightning lane this morning? No, I did not. I did look. I was up early on Wednesday, as usually I am, and did check out the options, and there really weren't any that made any sense for the window when I was going to be doing a broadcast. I know I should probably just take the chance and gamble the $20 or whatever it is more often and see if I can get something scheduled, because oftentimes things do free up. You can move your schedule around, but I don't know. Just something in my wallet says, don't do that if it doesn't make sense, because it might be burning the cash. So this is the new location that we were talking about, is a popcorn and snacks location, which has got pizza spring rolls, Pizza Planet spring rolls specifically, which are sort of pizza inspired. I've heard good things. So definitely fits in here with the look and feel of Toy Story Land. It's great that there's an additional location here, and you know, for 10:37 on a Saturday morning, it's got a pretty good line. So part of it may well be that, yeah, it's just, it's new, so people want to try it out. But it's a good addition. I always like to see new options. Carrie says early September for the Disney Destiny. Good for you. So this past week, the Disney Adventure, the very latest addition to the Disney Cruise Line ship, left its port of origin, I guess, where it was built in Germany, headed to Singapore. So that was the ship that Disney purchased during the pandemic. Pretty much got the shell of it for pennies on the dollar, but then I know they had to spend quite a pretty penny to rework it. So hopefully in the end that made sense financially, but a very different sort of ship, definitely designed like your traditional mega ship, with sort of an atrium in the middle. So I think it's very interesting that Disney decided to send that ship to Asia. And I was looking at some of the itineraries, actually. I believe they're 3 and 4 day itineraries, and there's no stop. You get on the ship in Singapore, and you go at sea, and you come back at Singapore. There are no ports of call. So I guess the good thing about a ship is that you can do a lot of creative things with it. You can take it to new places, you can give it new itineraries, you can switch the number of days. So it'll be interesting to see the reception for that ship. I think given it's such a different sort of design, Disney probably wanted to try it out someplace outside of its prime cruise market, which is North America. So very interested to see how all that comes to play, and if the adventure may someday make its way to the U.S. Buster says, watch out for the boulder at Indiana Jones. Glad no one was hurt. Yeah, that was kind of a frightening scene. Definitely made its way on Brown's social media, where the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular has a scene where a huge boulder comes down a ramp and Indy barely escapes. The boulder is apparently a massive rubber ball, and it seems that the ball sort of escaped where it was supposed to be. One of the crew members or cast members, I think it was more on the crew, saw the ball bounced out of its location, was headed towards the audience, and kind of ran up and tried to stop it, and it knocked him down. So I hope he was okay. I don't think I've heard recently about his state, but he got a good punch from that ball, so I hope he's okay. People are asking if we should go to Olga's Cantina. You know, even though it's early on a Saturday, still a good time to step into the cantina. There it is, the fastest hunk of junk in the wilderness. Looking good. Standby wait time if my eyes to see me. 40 minutes, not bad. Not bad. Bada Bing says, good morning, 237 days to go. Fun name, I like that. Buster said the ball weighs 400 pounds. I may have said 40 pounds, 400 pounds. Yeah, that would definitely take you down. Tanya said, Millennium Falcon, love that ship. Great addition here to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I always consider it a highlight of my Disney adventures that I had an opportunity to go to Disneyland in 2019 for the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and see it there first. It was amazing. Gary, 54 days to go. Let's walk through and see if the droid is busy getting lunch ready. I think he is. Hardest working droid in the galaxy right here. Doing everything he can to have your lunch ready for you. Carol says, granddaughter loves Star Wars. Karen asks if it's still hard to get an Oga's reservation. You know, I have not tried that recently, but I would guess so. If anybody has any experience, let us know. I'd be interested. Heather has not been in here. Heather is a great part of Batuu and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Mary Kay says, what snacks do I recommend? Oh, there are so many options. I will say that the popcorn over here is usually very good. The Ronto wraps are extremely popular. There's normally some fun stuff in the Docking Bay restaurant, which is more of a sit-down, quick service sit-down that we sort of passed by already. I actually have not eaten the barbecue at Woody's Roundup, but I can tell you it does always smell amazing. It is on my list of things I need to check out someday. Although I have to say, when it comes to barbecue, I am such a fan of an off-site restaurant called Four Rivers that it's hard for me to imagine not comparing it and maybe it coming up a little bit short. Mitchell says, Woody's Roundup was a good meal. It's good to hear. John said, how about some tip yip? Disney does get creative in what it names its food offerings. Chris says, not hard to get an Oga's Cantina reservation, but you want a reservation if you plan to go. Okay, good to know. I know for the first, I don't know, months, maybe even years of when that opened, it was tough to get in. Very tough to get in. Arlene says, always ask at Oga's, they have a standby. Very good. Robert is saying, what about a shameless plug for the pin of the month? Robert, you are starting the year off right, and you win the award of my undying appreciation. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Iona said, Woody's Roundup is great. Karen said, went to the docking bay, no tables, had to sit at the counter. Sometimes it is hard to find seats at the quick service locations. Rise the Resistance, 60-minute wait. It's a pretty good long wait. You can see people in the extended queue outside. That attraction has a humongous queue. Indoors, outdoors, and when it gets more crazy, it is this space right here, this walkway is part of the queue as well. Tara, good morning to you, says thanks for the videos. My pleasure. Appreciate your being here. Thanks to all of you for your comments. It's always a lot of fun to chat. Robert says some people still use trash cans as tabletops. They sure do. I'd say especially at Epcot during festival times. There's a lot of outdoor kitchens, something to grab and go. Dave says loves his bucket hat. Thank you, Dave, and thank you to Topher who took on that project and made it happen. Susan misses the Muppets. Good news is Muppets, on and off over the years, seem to try to make a comeback, but there are some Muppet entertainment offerings in the works. The Muppet Show is coming back, basically, if I understand correctly. And the Muppets are relocating. Yes, they have vacated their Muppet Courtyard here, which is right on our right. John says, misses the Halcyon. John, I hope you had an opportunity to experience the full Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser event. It was, I had a taste of it, and it was pretty amazing. But I think that Disney probably learned a lot, and they will continue to incorporate some of those interactive live theater sort of happenings in the future. It'll be interesting to see. Ice cold hydraulics over here. Place to get a frozen Coke. Melissa says, wonder if there's going to be a Miss Piggy topiary at the flower garden. Interesting. Mark says, no pizzerizzo. In Disney fandom, I think pizzerizzo kind of got we'll just call it a reputation. I will say that the interior was a lot of fun, where you had a chance to, especially if you went upstairs to the disco room, like the party room right out of a movie set in New Jersey. A lot of fun. John says, oh, Sun was on the Halcyon. Very cool. Buster, no Mamarellos. Yeah, that is gone. Soon to be reimagined as Harryhausen's, a sushi place. At least based on a concept art, that seems like a pretty good guess. Star Tours over to our right. Going to be getting a refresh with Mandalorian and Grogu. Okay, when there's an extended queue outside for Star Tours, that's a sign of a busy day. Maybe they're just waiting for something else because it says standby wait is 5 minutes. That's interesting. Robert says, BBC stand. Wife says no, I start crying. It's the joy of a marriage and coming together, joint decision making. Sue says, good time to jump on. Arlene says, oh, Darth Vader meet there. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So a lot of the Christmas time decorations are still up here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. You can see the main Christmas tree in the Echo Lake area is still there. The decorations that were hanging on the lampposts as you walk onto Hollywood Boulevard are still there. And at the entrance where the ticket booths are, the decorations were up there as well. Jane says Tap House. We were talking about great places here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Jane, thank you for that reminder. Tap House is amazing. They have great charcuterie, which if you ever watched this video, you know I just love that word because it's fun to say. But I also love cheese and meat, so I would highly recommend it. John says, can feel his blood pressure go down. Good for you. Well, we'll call this a medically positive experience. Carol Ann says, charcuterie! So the Christmas time music is gone, even if some of the decorations are still here. Definitely looks like 30s, 40s, old time Hollywood, California here. Mary Martin is saying hello to Gertie. Gertie still has the Santa hat on. Robert says watching your videos can make you lose weight. I am making no claims about medical outcomes for watching my videos, but hopefully they'll make you happy. Bernadette asked if it's humid. By Florida standards, no. But I would imagine most other people who are here would probably say, yeah, a little sticky. It is a little bit sticky. Eileen says, loves the Hollywood Studios music, me as well. Tanya says, always good to see the Christmas decorations, I agree. My guess is that Gertie's Treats of Extinction, I got the name not quite right, is not going to be open right now. Something that typically opens just with extra heavy crowds. Dinosaur Gertie's Ice Cream of Extinction, there you go. With the hand-dipped Mickey's Premium Ice Cream Bar with sprinkles, $7.69. That's a good time right there. That is a good time on a stick. Gertie's looking good. Another great place to get a meal here is at the Primetime Cafe. If you like fried chicken or if you like meatloaf, I highly recommend it. And it's a fun experience. The interior design is just amazing. Like you've stepped into Grandma's kitchen, complete with Formica, frozen in time in 1948. And the food is good. Just make sure that you finish all your vegetables and keep your elbows off the table. Or your cousin might have a word with you. There's Chip and Dale. Chip and Dale and 4 friends. Here's Donald with a new friend. Very fun. Echo Lake looking good. Kathy's a fan of Chip and Dale. Jackie a fan of the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater. Also a great choice. So many. Take a minute to wander around and think about it. Lots of good places here. Ellen says Chip and Dale and character security. You gotta watch out for the characters, right? Christine says, how cute was Donald? Yeah, very, very special moment going on there. I don't want to invade that family's privacy. Just walking around, if I catch somebody on the video, okay, that happens, but I'm not going to zoom in on that one. But there's a special Disney moment happening right now. So interesting sign here that Hervey's, which is a frozen Coke location, frozen drink location, is open. It's one that you don't see open a lot, so when it is open, that is also often an indicator of a busier park. And maybe all the people who have just finished running need to load up on some carbs, and that would be an excellent place to do it. Mitchell says a popcorn and a Coke and watch the people pass. That sounds like a good day to me. You can see from the tops of the palm trees, a little bit of a breeze here. Looks like it's a little bit breezier, up maybe 30 feet, but it's a nice day here for sure.
They have a frozen.
You can see the Mickey on top of the globe. And the globe is spinning, which is good. Susan's a people watcher too. That can be a lot of fun. John says, has anyone ever seen the street show with the water check guys? That's interesting. Bernadette asks if the Hollywood Brown Derby is still there. It sure is. We can actually see the sign for it from where I am standing right now. It's going to be hard to pick out, but if you look between the trolley car building on the right and in between the street lamp, you can see the Hollywood Brown Derby sign in the distance there. So definitely still open. Gary's asking for a shameless plug for the Pin of the Month Club. Gary, like the way you think and the way you think wins awards of my appreciation. If you or anyone you know would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. The dancing rocket style Christmas Mickey balls here. Still doing their kick line. Imagine they'll be switching up to something a little bit different in the not too distant future. And we are back at the Crossroads of America after having done a pretty full circle tour here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We started off with the Little Mermaid presentation over at the former animation courtyard area. Fun show. I think my watch, I tried to keep an eye on it. It was maybe 18 minutes worth. Recently refreshed in the past few years. The theater technology there is now definitely state of the art. Great combination of projections and puppets and live actors, lighting, really fun. So glad we had a chance to see that. I had a chance to take a little walk around, took a peek in Walt Disney Presents, a little stroll through Toy Story Land and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, that too, so bright suns to all of you. So a good day. 76 now, on the way up to 82, so it is a beautiful sunny day here in Walt Disney World in Central Florida. Mitchell says, thanks for a wonderful morning. Thank you so much. Miriam, Happy New Year to you. I appreciate your being here. Jane, good morning. Said we had just taken a tour of her favorite park. Jane, good morning to you. Also favorite of Hollywood Studios. Christine, I hope that you have a great weekend as well. All right, everyone, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you all so much for being here. I always enjoy chatting back and forth. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your input to the conversation and for the updates on what's going on in your world, especially the weather. Happy to send some Florida sunshine and blue skies your way. So, appreciate your being here, and until next time, God bless.
Like I haven't found one that I really like.